Okay, so I did One Piece. Danny, you go do Bleach, and now we have to make Nick watch some other really long fucking show.
Naruto, let's go.
All right,
Oh
Nick,
God,
you got
there you go.
I've
There
seen
you go.
Naruto
Believe it.
mostly, so it's okay. You got it.
Okay.
But anyway, yeah.
We got
moving on.
homework to do now, so like.
We got the big three. Woo!
Hey everybody, welcome back to the Anime Summit Podcast. It's your favorite host of the Mosam, the Boom. And with me every week, of course, is Beanie.
Yo-ho!
And Knock.
Bobbidi-beep-beep-boop. What the fuck?
Hey Sam, I can make my lower tooth go to my upper tooth. I don't know what they did. Fucking
the
pop
reason
team
why-
epic.
The reason why that's funny is because Nick did it exactly that way where that TikTok trend is going, where like people say Avada Kedavra from Harry Potter, but they say it like super. Yeah.
I don't even have TikTok. I don't even know.
Fucking Danny.
That was actually kind of funny.
And like people like literally take like the most random things and they just do that. Like they'll take a freaking like cat and just go.
When the cat falls over or
Oh
something.
my god! Don't die, Sam.
And I said,
Oh
"Hey,
my God.
Juliet, you the sun or the east or what? What are you?"
And then he got.
We were doing. Sam was doing Vietnamese Romeo and Juliet before the recording. We were
It
laughing.
was
my
really
God.
funny.
Patrons, if you want that, yell at us.
Shout out to all my Viet aunties out there. Namely, I think her name is Kelly. I don't remember.
Chumjeba, apothecary elder.
One of my dad's friends, she used to like have us over all the time, and they would play dice and gamble and shit. It was fun.
Hell yeah.
Anyway, God, fucking Danny. Now I'm just gonna hold up Honey Bear. She's all fat and just be like. That's what it reminded me when Nick went. Yeah.
Bob Team Epic.
Speaking of Pop Team Epic, right? Second season, this season. For our part 2 of First Impressions for Fall, we are talking about sequels. So we're going to talk about some sequels. Might talk about a few stragglers here and there. And maybe some that we missed that we want to maybe catch up on or watch that have season 2s this time around, or some stragglers that we want to watch to add to our list. But although the last First Impressions we did, I think we're pretty much watching most of what we talked about, except for some of the few stragglers that Danny and Nick talked about at the end. But yeah, we'll see. We'll talk it out. We'll hang out. We'll talk it out. All right. So calm the fuck down. All right. Jeez. All right. 5. Wait.
Why are you counting?
I was about to
down
count
again,
down
Sam?
again.
We're live! We're live!
like we hadn't started yet. Yeah, I was about to count down. Okay, anyway, I'm going to leave that in there because I'm stupid. Anyway, links.animesummit.net. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you can go there and find all the fucking goddamn links, you son of a bitch.
Oh no.
We don't have a
I
lot to
think-
talk about this week.
Yeah, well, also, you know, I've kind of had a rough week, and Danny had a rough day today, and Nick's back's probably hurting, so we're kind of just a little goofy
I
right now.
threw up my back a little bit the other day just standing up.
We're just letting loose a little bit because this is our fun time when we get to record and yell about Chinese cartoons. So anyway, links.animesummit.net. That's where you can find everything. Hey, if you listen on Spotify or don't even, get us to 100 Spotify ratings. We're almost there. Last time we checked.
Yeah, hold on.
Danny's going to check right now. We were at 92 the last time Danny checked. If you get us to 100, we'll do a live stream where we give away some things.
Oh, yeah, it's still at 92.
You know what? What's crazy is like a month ago or a couple months ago when we started talking about this, we were at like 60, 70 something, and then I was like, oh, I don't want to ask my Facebook friends because those are just like a lot of them are just family and close friends that don't listen to my podcast. But I knew if I asked them, they would do it. And we got to 92 already. Like I haven't even asked them yet. I was gonna ask them, but like I should just ask them. I'm sure they would do that. But like, yeah, that's really cool. So once we get to 100, it helps out our visibility on Spotify and everything like that. And also, we'll do like a live stream. We'll do a giveaway. I've already started gathering some prizes and things like that. And then we'll also do a special podcast episode. Well, not special. It'll just be a regular podcast episode. But Danny will review School Days because she's never seen it, and it'll be really funny. She hates it. She hadn't even seen it yet.
Oh yeah, I pre-hate it.
She pre-hate it.
I pre-hate it.
Pre-haterade is what we call it.
But you know what I
You're
don't
gonna like
hate?
it, Danny. I guarantee it.
You know what I don't hate?
What?
The choices that we made for a manga club.
Yeah, you guys should
we
join the
just-
Discord.
Oh yeah, we're doing Golden Kamuy.
Yep, Golden Kamuy is our long-term manga, and this past Sunday we just finished Shishuki Bitter Change. So, which I actually just finished the whole thing today, and oh my goodness. Bree, thank you so much for making me read this, even though this wasn't your recommendation, but like,
Wait, what?
yes.
How'd they make you read if it's not their rec?
Well, we read it. I mean, the polls it won, but after we finished just reading 1 through 3, they just recommended me to continue reading it. I mean, I was gonna read it anyway because it's the type of story that is up my alley. So
Sure.
but
That's another
yeah.
reason to join the Discord, though. On links, you can find that at links.animesummit.net. We have a manga club, super fun.
yeah,
Even though I haven't been to a lot of meetings lately, sometimes I see them post like, because they'll go into the voice text channel and they'll post like panels and stuff. They'll be like, "Oh yeah, I really like this panel." I'm like, "Wow, that looks really cool." I ended up reading Innocent Rouge like in 2 weeks because of it. I was like, "Wow, this looks amazing. I'm just gonna read it." And now it's like one of my favorite fucking things. I love it. So manga club puts me on. They could put you on too.
we're also gonna read Sakamoto Days, which I'm excited for. Too.
Yeah, Sakamoto Day is still running hard on in Shonen Jump right now too. But yeah, let's just jump right into it. Listener question of the week, Nick.
Oh shit! I literally haven't even looked at this until just a second. Here we go. This is from Young Blaze. What is your must-watch show in fall 2022? Only one. So does
Perfect
this
question
mean?
for this.
Okay, so is this our anime of the season or is it a must-watch? That's however we want to say.
I would say
guess.
must watch.
I would say
And-
must watch.
I mean, Chainsaw Man's most popular, right? So I'm gonna pick that.
I would say Chainsaw Man. Yeah. Well, if Nick says that, I'll say Urusei Yatsura. I think everybody should watch because it's just fun and goofy. You know,
It's the bedrock of modern rom-coms,
pretty much.
kind of. Well,
What
one
about
of
you,
them.
Danny?
I'm gonna say Bocchi the Rock.
Woo!
yeah, Bocchi the
see, that's
Rock,
my
yeah.
anime
Bocchi
of the
the Rock
season.
and oh yeah, no, actually no, I changed my mind. DIY.
Do it yourself.
Yeah,
It's a good show, but I don't see what people. Why is that one like eclipsing everything else? It was good. It's like okay. Remember watching Azakin? It's like that, right? But Azakin is better. Am I wrong? I mean, it's a different kind of show slightly, but it's kind of the same.
I'm gonna say I like Do It Yourself better than Azakin.
I think they're different.
Okay.
I think they're
they are
different.
very different too. Like
Yeah.
one is about like making a manga, whereas like this
They're making an anime.
you're not making an anime and do it yourself.
No, in Azakin, they're making anime animation.
That's what I said.
That's what she said.
No, you said making a manga. Anyway, move on.
Oh, okay.
I mean, anyway, yeah. But
Making a mango chutney. Yeah.
mango chutney.
Waifu and Husbando, Danny.
Waifu is Clara Volek from Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun. And Husbando is Tamura Shigaraki, aka Handface Johnson from My Hero Academia.
Literally Handface Johnson because he puts a hand on his face. Except this time around.
Oh, that's the
he
dirty,
doesn't
stinky hand, isn't it?
He doesn't wear it anymore. But yeah, we'll get to that when we talk about it. We're gonna go, of course, Malice from the top down, of course. talking about the sequels this season. I don't know about you guys, and tell us if you guys don't like this or not. But
We're trying a new thing.
Yeah, we're trying to do because before when we would do first impressions, we do 2 parts, right? And then when we would go over the sequels, it would just be like, well, if it's a sequel, so if you're watching it, right? Which is true, but then Nick kind of had the suggestions like, well, we should do one where we talk about like the sequels though. So then last season we did 2 first impressions and then a sequel part. This time around, we kind of gauged how many shows we were watching and that we wanted to watch, and then decided to do our second part as the sequel part. You know what I mean? So it's kind of like we gauge it every season. Let us know if you guys like that, because if not, then we can go back to the other way. It doesn't matter. But, don't ever feel hesitant to give us feedback at all, and which you guys, a lot of people in the Discord do. It's another good reason to join the Discord because we have a channel for it. So I appreciate that. And, Handface Johnson. So, let's start at the top, okay? We have Spy Family Part 2.
Dos.
It's 6 episodes in right now.
Futats. 6 episodes in. And
We
what's the
are
first
also doing
or,
a
yeah,
watch
what's the
party
first one?
for Spy Family too.
Yeah, actually,
On
Danny's got a watch
Discord.
party going on Discord.
And I made it this week.
Yeah, actually, a lot of people made it this week. I was really happy about that. So
So this one I actually only got to watch the first episode because I kind of fumbled on time. A lot of repairs going on in my house right now, so we're kind of just like a bunch of people coming in and out of here and shit. And shout out to JP. He was on the Akira episode and the Lupin the first episode. He came and fixed my kitchen sink like a boss.
nice.
Thank you. Spy Family Part 2, dude. Fucking Anya. Best grill, obviously. And now we're getting to the part where we get Bondo Shanks, the best character of the whole entire thing. Bond Forger, the dog. What kind of dog is Bond? Is it
He
just
kinda-
he's just
He's a big
Kinda looks
fluffer.
like a big like sheepdog kind of.
It's
Yeah,
like
a
a big
little bit.
sheepdog.
Or one of those,
Samoyed.
Great Dane? Great Dane? What are the ones that have like the big
Saint Bernard.
Saint Bernard? Yeah, there we go.
He doesn't look like a Saint Bernard though.
yeah, not
Saint
really. I
Bernard's
don't know
like
dogs.
ears are a little bit more floppy, where
He's a
Bond's
big
is,
big
like,
fluffy
kinda
guy.
short.
Yeah. Big fluffy big dog.
He's got black paws. He's got black socks.
So what do we
Anyway.
think of Spy Family besides the dog breed?
So this is the one with, obviously, this is based on Weekly Shonen Jump manga.
Oh yeah, we should very quickly say what it is in case people haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, by Tatsuya Endo. And the agent known as Twilight Lloyd Forger, or that's his alias for this, the purpose of the story. He has to put together a family and look like a regular happy family for this mission in which it keeps the East Westalis and West Westalis at peace. So his job as a spy is to be covert and do things, find out more information on what the other side is doing to keep the peace between the two sides of the country, because him and his organization and the government does not want to go to war, and the other side seems to want to. So that's his job. So he starts a family. He gets a fake wife, fake kid, and now a fake dog, and that's how they're doing stuff. It's a
The
little
dog
quirky,
can
though.
see the future.
Yeah, because each character's quirky in their own way, right? So like, the wife is actually a hired assassin, and she fucking shreds people up for money. And Anya is a little. She's like 5, or right? She's 4 or 5. She can read minds, or she's a telepath, so she can hear what people's thinking. And Bond, the dog, can see the future, like 5 seconds, 10 seconds in the future. So that's really cool. Really cool. And they're a quirky little family, and none of them know this about each other. By the way,
Well, except for
Anya. Anya
Anya
knows that. Yeah,
everything.
yeah, because she can hear people.
No, she's also really dumb.
Yeah,
which
she's
is
also
funny.
yeah
She's a kid though.
That's her
Like,
gap moe. She's like she can read minds, but she's dumb.
And there's some other things.
Oh, she's
So they
like
have
4 too. I guess that's fair. She's like
yeah,
4.
she's a child. Like
She might be
literally
closing
a
in on
child.
5 at this point. So
They enroll her into this academy, and that's part of the mission, and then a bunch of other things. Turns out Yor's brother actually works for like the special forces on the other side, and a bunch of shit. So, yeah, this is the second part to that. When part 1 ended in spring, it ended very much in a. There was no cliffhanger or ending or anything. It was just like we were ready for a second part, like it was going to go into the next season, except it didn't, and it just skipped over to this one. So it just picks up right where it left off. It does a very nice way of summarizing. The first episode does a nice way of summarizing kind of where everybody is and who everybody is. So, and then we get Bondo Shanks. You get to see Bondo Shanks. Bond.
Yeah, the
Porter.
first episode with Bond, Anya like rides him up, like to escape from the bad guys, and the people on the street were like, "Oh, how adorable!"
Yeah, it's really
she's
funny
like
how
screaming
oblivious-
like, "Help! Bad guys are chasing me!" And then like the bystanders are all like, "Oh, how cute!"
Oh, they're playing a game.
Yeah.
Like, but yeah, it's really funny. The production value is still like amazing. You know, Studio Mappa.
Wit Studio.
Or Wit
and
Studio.
Wit Studio and
Cloverworks.
Cloverworks.
Yeah, Wit Studio and Cloverworks. That's what I said.
Just guess Mappa every time. You'll be right.
Yeah, just guess Mappa every time.
That's Chainsaw Man, I think.
But yeah, dude, it's weird because, you know, you're kind of watching the show, and obviously, like, there's when it shows some parts of in the beginning of the first part, you know, you see Yor just like violently murking people, just icing people, right? And then, you know, the rest of the show, it's just really cute, but it's like it's got just enough action where it's like it leaves you wanting a little more. I'm sure the action will like get more crazy when like more stuff starts happening.
Have you read the manga?
No.
Okay,
I
me
have.
and Danny have. I haven't finished it, but Danny's read probably more than I have.
Yeah, because you guys are reading it in Manga Club, right?
We were well. So when I started reading it, everyone was already caught up with whatever was currently out. I watched it way
Yeah, it's ongoing, right?
later. Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
still
ongoing.
ongoing.
So what did we think? Danny, Kasam, you're not caught up. Danny, what did you think of these 6 episodes in a general sense?
Excuse me. I think they're pretty accurate to and pretty faithful on what's going on in the manga. I do like that the anime puts a little twist on certain things. Like in episode 1 when Anya, you know, finally realized that there are like these bad guys, and she obviously knows that Lloyd is trying to beat them and everything. And when she meets up with Bond and the terrorists are like about to kill her and stuff, and they like left and everything, Anya was coming up with a plan and how she wanted to, you know, get a star for like saving the day and everything like that. And like the whole animation, kind of like her riding on Bond, and like there's just stars everywhere, and she's all like, "And I'm gonna be Starlight Anya again." It was very like,
Oh yeah, and isn't that
magically and stuff.
Lloyd's name is Twilight, or his nickname is Twilight. And
Yeah,
her name is Starlight.
yeah.
That was pretty funny.
Yeah, so they definitely add a little bit more of like that pizzazz to certain panels that like in the manga that has. It's just kind of, it just gets straight to the point kind of thing, and whereas the anime kind of makes it a lot more fun. I'm trying to remember.
I
if
wish
there was
most
another
anime would do
part.
that.
But I mean, I know a perfect example, like a couple examples are the in part 1, episode 5. I think it was 5 or 4 with the castle. Like that whole scene was extended.
Yeah.
In the anime versus the manga, and then also the dodgeball scene in part 1 was also like extended and a little bit more imaginative and stuff.
I feel like these episodes were more closer to the manga.
Yeah, I mean, like now that Bond is in play, they kind of have to go back to like Operation Strikes.
Strix?
So like Strix, whatever it's called, I don't know. So like they have to have Anya go back to school and everything like that. So the episode 5 that we just watched, I want to say that one was probably not my favorite.
We watched episodes. Was it episode 6 or 5?
Was it?
Yor was learning to cook. I kind of like that subplot.
That one was my favorite episode.
Like she can't cook at all, and like all her food is poison. But her brother is such a simp that he'll eat everything.
Yeah,
He's like, my life is flashing before my eyes. It's so good. It's like, no, you're gonna die. Her cooking's that bad.
Yeah. Yeah, that one was a good one. The most recent one that episode 6, it is episode 6, when Yor called Yuri to help Anya like do her
he's helping
like
her study. Yeah,
helping her study and everything. That was funny. And they're like both of them, like Anya and Yuri, are laying on the floor, and Yuri looks at Anya and is like, so, do you understand the grammar now? And then Anya looks over to Yuri and is all like, what's grammar?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And then, that was actually, I kind of like that episode because Lloyd had to infiltrate the test vault to fix her answers, but he ran into another spy, which is in the manga too. And this spy was like, he's like the Zap Brannigan, like, the bumbling, really shitty spy. And Lloyd kind of helped him, and it was just really funny. Then Anya turned out she like barely passed. She got like second to last place or whatever, but she barely passed.
Yeah, I will say Daybreak kind of looked like how he was animated looked a little weird. I actually like how he's animated in the manga.
Yeah, I don't remember what he looked like in the manga.
His jawline was just way too boxy. I don't know. To me it looked weird a little bit. So,
but that's the thing, though. Like he's just like kind of a one-off character. He's just goofy.
Yeah,
goofy
I mean,
dude,
I don't even know if he ever comes back. Like, I'm not caught up yet, so I don't know if he comes back or not. I don't know if he was just like a one-off character kind of thing. I hope not. He was kind of funny though. I would be interesting to have him, just randomly have another job again and have him interacting with Lloyd and stuff.
Yeah.
So
we liked this segment or these episodes. I think it just continues the quality that it had in the first season. It might even be animated a little better sometimes, like with the Sakuga moments. Maybe not better, but like just as good. And the openings and endings are
they're my
equally
favorite.
They're like equally as good as the first.
Oh, they're
season.
So good. Both of them are equally so good.
Yeah,
I love them.
Probably some of the best of the season.
Yeah. I love it. Just like how they're animated too is so nice, especially the opening. Like the opening theme is definitely kind of like giving you Lloyd's perspective of his family and stuff, and I really like that a lot. So.
Yeah, it's really well put together. Spy Family. Everybody should watch this. This is like on the level of Chainsaw Man. I think this is even more like wide appeal than Chainsaw Man because it's not as gross.
Oh,
yeah,
I mean,
definitely. Yeah. Definitely more wide appeal. It's got that perfect blend of comedy and
action.
cuteness,
wholesomeness.
Action.
Yeah.
There's not too much action, but that's fine because it's not needed. It's just enough where it's like, even like talking about part 1 again, the dodgeball episode, it was like really actiony for something that's just really funny.
Right,
it's just Anya and her
yeah, they didn't need to
playing.
animate it that well, but they did. Yeah, they went over it.
Yeah, it was funny.
And that's what I mean about like that kind of aspect, because like I said in the manga, they don't give you like the Dragon Ball references or anything like that.
Oh, right.
So it's...
And you don't have to know the reference. It's just funny on its own anyway.
Yeah, it's just like a slap of the knee kind of thing.
Unlike Pop Team Epic, which we'll mention later, which is just all references that if you know them, it's even funnier. But otherwise, yeah. Anya's the best girl, best character, all season, every season. Anya.
All season, every season. Anya. Mobu Psycho 103.
Okay, you guys have fun now.
Is it 103, Sam, or 100 part 3? I don't know.
100 Roman numeral 3.
And Danny hasn't. Have you watched any Mob Psycho, Danny?
Nope.
Holy
Dude.
shit! What are you doing? Go back in time and watch from the beginning. It's a great show. You would love it. You actually
Maybe.
would really like it because Reagan and
Maybe.
Mob they're just like they're chick magnets.
We'll see. We'll see what happens.
It's not like a regular shonen or a guy's show or anything like that. I don't think it is. I think it applies to all. This is like another kind of all audiences show. I think maybe a little less because it's kind of weird, but
yeah, it's got some goofy elements to it, but like that's part of it because of the setting, right? So,
but like so this is part 3. Obviously, if you haven't seen the first 2 parts, maybe
based on the manga by one.
And he did One Punch Man.
Yes.
Mob Psycho. Sam, what is Mob Psycho 100 in 20 seconds? What's Mob Psycho 100? For people
Mob
who haven't
Psycho
seen
100, it follows this I think he's like 14 years old or 15, kid named Shigeo Kageyama, and they call him Mob. I don't remember why they call him that, but he kind of this kid. He's like not super popular, but not popular. You know what I mean? Like he just kind of goes through life, and then he works as a part-time job as an exorcist at Reagan Aritaka's exorcism services office, when really he's a con guy, and he just uses Mob for his amazingly powerful psychic abilities. And this is the continuation from part 2, in which they thwarted the evil psychic organization Panther Claw, I think they're called. And so what happened at the end of part 2 is the resulting explosion from that really huge explosive battle made a broccoli appear in the middle of the city, a big broccoli tree.
And in the first OP, I think, of Mob Psycho, broccoli played a major role.
Yeah, nobody knew like why, right? It was just like, okay, this is broccoli.
And Mother's Basement analyzed it, obviously.
Yeah,
but like, it turns out like, okay, so what is the broccoli? Why broccoli?
right.
Is it because it's like a food that's good for you, that like it's like a metaphor or something?
Well, the city is also called Seasoning City. I don't know why.
Oh, okay. So it's like the Dragon Ball thing where everybody's named after food.
Maybe. I have no idea. The broccoli could be something completely different than that. But like, but that was from the resulting battle, the resulting finale, and the second part. So this one kind of has like every season. What I like about Mob is, the first few episodes, you're kind of getting this different kind of thing every episode, slice of lifey kind of, but it has like an overarching, thing. And, the overarching thing in the first one was the evil psychic a subdivision of the psychic organization Panther Claw. Then the second one was they fought actual Panther Claw. And then this one is like, what's this fucking broccoli, right?
Well, it's a new religion, right?
They people are like worshiping this tree. And so like they know that somebody with a bowl cut fucking thing did it, right? And so people are trying different religions and religious sects and groups and cults are trying to step up to be like the church and thing of this tree, And so yeah, basically, and the reason why it's called Mob Psycho 100 is because Mob is a really powerful psychokinetic user, and his emotions are very one note, and when they happen to get to 100 in a negative way, he could like destroy the world if he wanted to. So it's crazy. So like right now in the first 3 episodes, he's just like trying to get through school. I think the second episode they were trying to work on like the cultural fair, at his school. Episode 3, it starts kind of talking about the broccoli more. You kind of notice in the background that more roots are eroding the city, kind of like poking in and out of buildings and shit. And it's like, it's clearly from this fucking broccoli tree. And talking about it a lot is making me want beef and broccoli with low min right now. And I'm really hungry. So let's move on to the next anime.
So, the thing that makes Mob Psycho good is
yeah.
seeing Mob grow. Actually, seeing every character grow, because like his brother learns from him, and he learns from his brother. Like each character learns from other characters. That's kind of the cool part about it. And like Mob is just trying to fit in pretty much, but he thinks he wants to be popular, but he also wants to be normal. But he doesn't.
Yeah.
It's like he doesn't want to use his psychic powers to stand out, I guess.
No.
Which is kind of weird because usually most people would take that and run and be like, "Oh, this is my one talent. I'm going to ride it to the ground," like. But he wants to be seen as something, more than just that. So he joins the Body Improvement Club, which is really funny. Just a bunch of buff dudes working out.
Yeah, and they encourage him, and they encourage him. Like they don't care that he's not super shredded. They just want.
Yeah,
him
it's
to,
really sincere. That's the good part about it.
Yeah. I think that's what one of the best parts about the show, like Nick pointed out, was like every season kind of scopes in on a relationship between him and another character or characters that help him improve him and become who he is. And the first one, at the end of the first one, Reagan really stepped in and was like, "Listen, just calm down, all right?" And which is funny because Reagan is like a con man, right? And he uses Mob to make money for his exorcism business. And he cons people.
And Mob knows that too, but he doesn't care.
Yeah, he doesn't care because
Reagan is like kind of his mentor,
right? And Reagan teaches him about like life experiences and things like that. And he's like a really sincere person who cares about Mob, and it's very clear to Mob how much he cares about him. So it's like that's what makes him a great character, because he's like on one side he's like this con artist, on the other side he actually does care about people and cares about Mob, and it's really cool. And I think
he basically is like, he sells like sugar. He doesn't sell sugar pills, but he that's what he does. He's like placebo guy.
Yeah.
He'll give somebody a back rub and be like, "Oh, your demons are gone."
Yeah, dude, it's good. And this time too, there's another apprentice.
Oh yeah, this dude,
looking after.
He's like a 30-year-old dude, and he's kind of like what Mob could be, I think. He's like kind of a guy with just like a bunch of regrets, pretty much.
It's Setizawa. Setizawa from Panther Claw, from the second part, finale of the second part. Because like after Mob beats him, he pretty much is like, "Wow, you're fucking awesome. I'm gonna change my shit." And then now he's like an apprentice, quote unquote. I use that loosely, for Regan, which is cool because him and Mob like exercise this big bitch in like the first. Second episode, the yokai hunter guy with the yokai hunter dude.
Yeah. And I like the one-off like bottle episodes. Kind of, those are cool.
Yeah.
Season 2 had a really good one with like a haunted house or something early on.
Yeah, that was good. That was
like one of the most poignant, bittersweet. Anyway, it was one of those. Yeah. But yeah, season 3 has been really good so far. The animation is like top notch. This is Studio Bones, right? Yeah, Studio Bones.
I believe so, yes.
Dimple returns in this, so I guess we won't spoil exactly what happens, but I mean, Dimple's a big role in it. Dimple is the spirit, it's one of like the evils. It looks like a Ghostbuster spirit kind of, and he helped them out in season 1. I think he like possessed Reagan at one point. It was really funny. It's been a while. Season 1 came out like in 2017 or something. It was a while ago.
Yeah, we would have been waiting for a while for this one. He's
season 2 is like halfway in between, so
it's very clear Dimple is trying to do something with this tree. He wants to kind of take advantage of the people.
Yeah,
it seems like he wants to take advantage of the people.
At a certain point, like the whole city becomes sucked into this religion, except for Mob.
Yeah.
So it's kind of cool. It's almost like a Rick and Morty episode where it's like a really weird premise. But yeah, so we're halfway through this season. We'll see what happens at the end. I'm sure it's going to be good. Like it's always good. Like just the character moments, as long as it continues on the path, I think it's going to be just as good as all the other seasons.
Agree. Yeah. Hayate Nakamura did that cut in episode 3 where the fucking fake Mob broccoli root guy did the thing on the stage.
Oh yeah, they build like a Yeah, like a simulacrum mob or whatever. It's like this puppet guy.
He makes another little broccoli tree emerge on the stage. And that guy is doing a shit ton of cuts for Bocchi the Rock.
Oh, so, dude, no wonder Bocchi looks good.
He's working overtime right now. Yeah, shit. He's also doing stuff for Jobless. So, yeah. Sheesh. Anyway.
That phrase is dead because an old guy said it.
But yeah, everyone should watch Mob Psycho. It's very
a lot of good quotes in this too. Reagan had a great quote. Even like so, Reagan gets possessed by the religion, and he's like, the city is what the people think it is, or whatever. The city is like how the people think. They're more important than the buildings and all that. And he made like a really good point to Mob as he was actually possessed. So like that's just an example. So yeah. I had to throw that out there.
Yeah, it's good writing. A lot of good writing.
Sorry for interrupting again. Everyone take a shot. I interrupted.
No, you're good. Yeah, everyone should watch it. It's very easy to watch. Each part is only, 12 to 13 episodes. I think 13 episodes each, actually. And, I mean, you just want to see Mob make it, And I think...
He's my boy! He's like Bocchi.
I don't remember if they said this was going to be the last part or not. Or is the manga still going?
I think it might be the last part.
I don't even remember. Yeah.
I thought I heard that it was. Quote me on that directly. I said it.
But yeah, very good. I love Mob Psycho. Great anime, great production, cool story.
Mob is a sequel to Ranking of Kings.
Great. Great effects in it as well. But yeah. Yeah, Boku no Hero Academia
sixth season. Oh, we should just do a whole episode on the show, but like I'm so far behind.
You know what? We probably should.
Are you caught up to it?
Yes. Well, I'm like 2 episodes behind.
Oh, that's close enough. 3. Shit.
Yeah. So I mean, this.
I think I'm like 2 or 3 seasons behind.
I think when we talked about it last, it was we weren't doing the sequel first impressions thing. But I did mention that it was like a build up to the Paranormal Liberation War, which is the new organization of villains fused by the villain League of Villains with the Paranormal Army. And so they formed the Paranormal Liberation Front, And so basically the heroes are on top of it because they have an inside man. So these next things I'm going to say is like spoilers. So if you're not caught up with My Hero or
I'm
manga
2 seasons behind. Just spoil it. I'll forget anyway.
Okay, well, yeah. There's a person from the heroes that is like in the Paranormal Liberation Front working as a double agent, and so that's how they get the one up on him. And so, but which it seems that they accounted for. So like, but this is finally going to be the season where we see like the main characters, the class 1A and 1B. They're going to go in and like literally wreck people. Of course, the main heroes are saying they've positioned them as such in a way where like they're just providing support. But obviously, watching My Hero in the past, that's never the case because something fucked up happens and the kids step up and wreck everyone, right? So, but like we got to see Kaminari just outclass this other like lightning user villain person, and it was so dope. It was so sick. Like he threw this like really huge lightning shock that was supposed to like take down like 20 people, and then Kaminari just absorbed the whole thing, and he's like, yeah, see, like, I can absorb it. You can just shoot it out like a Yutz, because I'm actually a badass, and you're a bitch. And it was really fucking cool, and it was fucking dope. And he was, like, scared at first, and this was, like, really his, like, shine moment, where in the last season, we got to see, Red Riot shine a little bit with the raid, the Mafia raid and such. Or not the last season, but the season before. And then, we saw Lemillion and all that do the same. And it was just really cool. And so I'm excited to see, because this arc is supposed to be it's 25 eps, so it's going to go into winter. But this arc in general, like I remember when Project Manga was talking about it, when it was happening in Shonen Jump, and it's supposed to be like some of the craziest stuff in My Hero ever. Like the arc itself, like just ended, I think earlier this year, like maybe in the summer or something like that. Yeah, like it just hit its climax, I think, and so. I don't know, man. I don't know what to expect, but I'm assuming.
Sam, are you reading it too?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
I don't want to, cause like I just like I want to do the first time. I want to be a first time experience.
So you
with the-
like right now you kind of prefer watching it?
Yeah, yeah. With like Jujutsu Kaisen and even Chainsaw Man, you know, like watching the production values on those is like a lot for me, and I'm like, it's kind of like I get to experience it the cool parts all over again in a cool way. So those are okay for me. But like with this one and Attack on Titan, I almost felt like with Attack on Titan I ruined it for myself, and with this one I feel like I might ruin it for myself. So I kind of want to just experience it first time like this, because that's how I've been experiencing it. But yeah, then there was something that happens with the villain twice that was really good, and it was a really heart-wrenching moment.
It's a shame because like I wish I liked My Hero, because I tried watching it, and
Sure.
I couldn't get into it and stuff.
Well, you save yourself a lot of time. There's a lot of seasons.
I mean,
You could try
and
reading
I
it.
always say it again.
You could try reading it.
That's what I was
Oh yeah, do the
looking
One
at.
Piece route. Just read it.
Yeah, that's what I was, because I while you guys were talking, I was looking to see where it was serialized, and it's in Shonen Jump, and I have the Shonen Jump app. So, and like any manga that is like ongoing currently, the chapters are available for free. So
they're free one time, and only the first 3 and latest 3 are free.
the first 3 chapters are free. Everything else you kind of have to like pay like this membership kind of thing, which I did, and I think it's totally worth it, especially if you're wanting to read like the current stuff. That's kind of how I'm reading Sakamoto Days and all, like that's how I read Tokyo Ghoul and all that kind of stuff. So
Yeah, so it's the first 3 and the latest 3, and then right now, if you're a first-time user, without paying, you can read every chapter for free one time.
yeah.
So like that's how I read One Piece. Was I didn't pay for it. I just read it. I just used
Gotcha.
But here's what sucks: if you accidentally exit the app and go back and you don't hit resume, it'll take you out of it. And if you didn't finish that chapter, you can't go back in it.
Oh, that sucks.
If it's in the middle, yeah. So like,
Oh, GG.
yeah. So just be careful.
That's like me reading Chainsaw Man.
Yeah. But yeah, like you could, Danny. I mean, I
I
you know,
might
there was
like
some
because anytime you guys talked about it, like the stuff that you guys talk about, it seems really epic. And I'm not gonna lie, but I was looking at some I was looking at some Tamura fan art, and he's fucking hot. Hand face Johnson.
he's like really hot in a scraggly, gross way.
Yeah, like
Dabi is also another villain who I think is really hot.
yeah, I saw him. He looks cool too.
Oh my god, Stitch Face Johnson.
Yeah.
Woo.
Harry Potter gave Dobby a sock.
Yeah, Dabi.
Wait, Sam, I'm noticing season 5 had a low score on Mal.
Yeah, because
Is that like
here's
a
why.
filler arc or something?
And
Season 6 has a really high score.
Yeah, because season 6 is like the actual like meat of the pacho, right? So like season 5, I'm not sure. So season 5, the way it started was like some more training shit, where it was like class 1A versus class 1B doing some like on the field exercises, and then there was the My Villain Academia arc, which like I guess was switched around in the manga versus the anime, which some people didn't like. Apparently, I didn't notice any problem, obviously, because I've never read the manga. I don't know what's better. But like, there was also some other parts where like Todoroki and his dad try to do stuff and talk to each other and some other shit, because Todoroki's dad, fucking, what's his name? He's the number one hero now. Ember, Captain Emberface. Fucking, what's his name? God, I'm terrible. Holy shit. Fake fan.
GG.
GG, fake fan. Fucking Sen is always looking at their titties, his titties. Todoroki's dad. Anyway, he's the number one hero now, and he's the one who is Deku's, Bakugo, and Todoroki's mentor right now. So, there was some shit with him, and their family's kind of messed up, and then it showed the My Villain Academia arc, which is basically the League of Villains going to find some things that All for One left behind, and they invade this city called the Paranormal Liberation City, and that part was cool. And then Tomura's backstory, Shigaraki's backstory, was also shown, and that part was really like, oh. But yeah, it kind of did seem like it was some fillery parts. Like, you could have just shown the My Villain Academia part, and it would have been fine. But anyway, now we're into the fucking Paranormal Liberation War, and people are gonna get wrecked and shit. And we could see Mirko kick.
Todoroki's dad is called Enji. Hellflame.
Hellflame.
Yeah. That's his
God,
quirk.
I'm like Emberface Johnson.
Emberface Johnson. Well,
Emberface Johnson.
He has like a freaking fire mustache and beard, so.
Fire eyebrows, yeah, dude.
Yeah.
At the end of season 4, that was, oh my god, that part was sick. God fucking damn it, bro. God damn. Bah! Anyway. Shoot. Anyways, dude, freaking.
Right. We gotta move on.
Yeah, let's move on. My Hero's really good.
Never heard
it's
of
really
it.
Fucking cool.
My Hero Academia. Never heard of it.
Never heard of it. So no one's watching Bleach 1,000 Year Blood
I haven't
War,
seen
right?
the first Bleach. It's a lot. It's like 300 episodes or something.
Yeah, and I remember Noxie's rant about it. On
This has a 9.08
but
on
like
now. The new
the
season.
production
Holy
on
shit.
this. The production on this is like I think it's got such a high score because number one, the production's amazing. Number two, it's like the long-awaited like arc that people have been waiting for. In the manga,
Mm-hmm.
and
yeah,
I mean, it looks amazing, and obviously, like, I don't know if maybe I'll just read it so I can watch this. I don't know, but like,
it's been 10 years since the first season, or the first, not even a season, but since the other Bleach.
I've never really been a fan of Bleach because to me it was one of those Dragon Ball Z things where it was like, okay, well now now I can do this.
All I
okay,
know
well
is
now I can do this.
Soul Society. That's all I know.
Now I have the Bankai.
I'm sure I would
in my
like
butt.
it. I'm sure I like it a little bit.
I did find
Up your
a
ass.
article that breaks down what is filler and what is not.
Right.
So,
for Bleach or for
yeah.
My Hero?
No.
Yeah.
We're talking about Bleach. My
Bleach.
Hero is the past.
We moved on already.
We moved on already.
That's old
Jeez.
hat. There's 366 episodes of
We've
Bleach.
been talking about Bleach for a minute already. And he goes, "Wait, about My Hero?"
Well, yeah, we were just talking about it. And asked if it was filler. Okay.
Jeez.
But yeah, there's a couple. Yeah, because there's a. In the
I wish
anime,
I was
there's
a Bleach
couple-
fan. This season sounds like it's
Yeah.
fucking awesome.
Yeah, it looks.
See you guys in a year. I'm gonna watch one episode a day.
But yeah, I would like to see that. I mean, I've heard the filler arcs are really sick though too.
Yeah. See, I don't. That's the thing. I don't always want to skip filler. I think some filler is good. Like, isn't half a Sailor Moon filler, and that's what makes it good?
I mean,
Checkmate,
it's
Danny.
just
Checkmate.
it's just Monster of the Week kind of stuff. That's the only thing. That's why. Not only that, but Sailor Moon at the time when the show was airing, it was being serialized, so they had to fucking
Yeah, they did a
wait
good
for
fucking
a whole
job
bunch
too.
of shit.
Anyway, no more
Nick,
Sailor
why don't
Moon.
you
I always
why don't
mention
you
that
tell
one.
it to Kai? Yeah, why don't you calm down a little bit? But no, like even like One Piece, like I've heard some of the anime filler arcs are really good in One Piece too. So
Yeah, like Jump
yeah,
Rope
like-
Canyon, dude. I love that one.
Jump rope kick. Jump rope kick.
I always have to say that.
But yeah, so what are we thinking? Are we thinking, well, should we watch it, or what are we? What?
Yes,
what
let's
are you
watch
gonna- what are you gonna do?
366 episodes plus whatever is in this season.
I don't know. I'm not. It doesn't seem like it's something I'd be a fan of, but of course, reading is easier than
That might not be a bad idea. Read it and then watch the new one.
Yeah. What about you, Danny? Because Danny, didn't you read this in the beginning or no?
Oh no.
Like when we were younger?
No.
So this is the 1,000-year
I thought you
Blood
did.
War
I
arc.
didn't. I didn't do the Bleach thing.
It spans the
So-
55th to 74th volumes of the manga.
I
And the
mean,
manga
I
is
wouldn't mind.
long as shit.
Honestly, I wouldn't
Shit.
mind reading it.
Oh, we should
mean-
nominate it.
Personally, I think
74 volumes.
I'd probably watch it too because this is actually one of James's favorite anime.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, so I think he would appreciate me watching it and stuff. So
Okay, so I did One Piece. Danny, you go do Bleach, and now we have to make Nick watch some other really long fucking show.
Naruto, let's go.
All right,
Oh,
Nick.
God,
you got
there you go.
I've
There
seen
you-
Naruto
Believe it.
mostly, so it's okay. You got it.
okay.
But anyway, yeah,
we got
moving on.
homework to do now. So like,
We got the big three. Woo!
we
Yeah.
got homework. We have to commit to this now.
We're going to have a big 3 off. Not that that's
Big
ever
3
been
off.
done before a million
before,
times.
wait, hold on a second. We're planning on the podcast right now. Before we do all this, you guys have to do the rebuilds first.
Oh, yeah, we got to schedule that. Bob,
I
we
don't
have
have
it
to do it.
scheduled.
I don't have to do shit. I watched that shit the moment it
Yeah,
came
but you're
out.
gonna
But
you're
you
gonna,
guys
you're gonna hold my
need
hand.
to, yeah,
okay?
you have to hold Nick's hand and like you have to put it in the schedule so that you guys
In
can
fact-
review it. And
It
have
is in the schedule,
Mario
Danny.
and
It's just
Kai
not
on it.
finalized yet.
Actually, I watched 3.0 like a year before it came over here. Anyway, no,
Yeah.
you didn't hear that from
Your
me.
heart
You heard it from Macho.
beetle Hey, that's
Yeah.
not your fault. It wasn't available right away.
Yeah, dude, not gonna work here
Shit.
anymore anyway. So,
Exactly.
yeah. But yeah, dude.
Power to the
Bleach,
player.
Okay.
What is that?
Yeah,
from? I
watch
don't know.
Tide Pods.
All right,
Show.
Bleach. We got to move on.
Clorox.
To Your Eternity, second season.
All right, hand the mic to Nick. Everyone,
No, but
everyone,
you
shut
guys
up.
haven't watched this one yet. What the fuck?
Nope.
I was not caught up because I was busy
You watched season 1? Did you guys like season 1? Did you watch that one?
I
reprimanding
didn't
the
even
honey bear.
finish season 1.
Oh my
I
god.
got halfway through and I just fucking forgot about it. But
Fuck
no,
you
I
too.
do like it. It's really good.
That was like the
It's a really
saddest
good-
first episode ever. Anyway, it's about a alien.
I cried 15 times.
It's an orb. Wait. No.
Go ahead, Nick.
There's 2 aliens. Okay. There's
Everybody
this.
prepare for
basically
all the
an alien.
filibuster.
Yeah, I'm gonna filibuster your ass. What time is it? Okay, 8:58. All right. Okay. I got 2 minutes. So an alien shows up on Earth. It's like a slime, basically. It can absorb different animals and learn their abilities, pretty much. And it starts out as like a rock, eventually becomes a wolf, then a human, and so on and so forth. And it assimilates into human society. And the first season is 20 episodes. It has a bunch of different arcs. It's really sad, like half the time. Like because a lot of the main characters die in this show. And just spoilers. That's kind of a big spoiler, but like. That's the whole point, is that the orb has to defeat the bad aliens, which are called, I think they're called knockers, which just sounds funny, but it's Nokker, I guess.
Ha!
What can I say? She had some huge knockers.
Sorry. Go ahead.
And so the alien is basically like the Avatar. Like it knows all these things from past lives, pretty much, and it lives many years longer than a human can live. So season 1 follows that, and there's a lot of sad arcs, a lot of humans, and it learns from all these things. And then season 2, which just started, and I think there's only 3 episodes out right now. There might be 4, but I've only seen the first 3. This one is the alien at the end of season 1. Okay, the name of the alien is Fushi. They call him Fushi, right? It's presents as a guy, but it can change into women, it can change into children or animals or whatever. And it can basically summon and conjure different things like paper and fire and that type of thing. And this takes place in kind of a fantasy medieval type of world. Doesn't have like super technology yet. So this first arc is just getting going, really. It feels a little bit early to even review it, so not a lot has happened. Fushi runs into this clan, and they are just, I don't know. I feel like it's just getting started. I really don't have a lot to say about this season so far. It's fine.
Well, the first season seemed really like
because it's in the middle of the arc still. It hasn't even completed the arc. So
the first season was like a weird 14 episodes or 15.
No,
episodes
it was
or something
20
like that.
episodes.
Oh,
but
okay,
it had multiple arcs like 1 through 3 and like 4 through 12 or something like that. Anyway, it was something like that. So
Gotcha. Okay.
yeah.
Okay.
But this season does have a guy named Nikolai, and he has a funny mustache and a pompadour.
He has a funny mustache, pompadour. It's Nick's
Very
favorite
silly
characters
man,
with pompadours.
and a child bride for Fushi.
Nick, you should cosplay as this character.
I would morph. The best character from season 1 was Gugu, by the way. Great arc.
Yeah, Nick, you should cosplay as Fushi, and then like every hour go into the bathroom and change into the
Yeah,
next
like
part.
Clark Kent.
Yeah.
I have to take
Nick,
a
why'd
shit.
you change Nick, why'd you change costumes? I didn't. It's the same character. What are you talking about? Is anyone watching Uzaki-chan Wants to Hang Out season 2?
Oh, that's
Nope.
me. That's me.
I watched
All right.
season 1.
Solid
I
5
didn't
out of
finish
10.
it. Yeah, it's
It's like a super
alright.
average bullying show. It's not as good as the other bullying shows.
these bullying shows. I'll just say this. Sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, Nick. These bullying shows. If you like the main girl, then you'll like that
Yeah,
show.
yeah.
I think. Yeah.
Sorry,
Sorry, go ahead.
Uzaki is a super short, huge canned girl. Opie. She's an Opie lolly, pretty much. And they're in high school. She's friends. She teases her guy friend, and
Well, she's not really a lolly.
she's not a lolly. She's in high school,
Yeah,
but like
she's 18. Yeah.
they get into some hijinks. Like there's one part early on where they fall asleep on a bench, like cuddled in each other's arms, and the whole joke of the show is that they have to insist that they're not dating and that they don't want to date. And she's like, "Oh no, I'm just hanging out with him as a favor because no one else will hang out with him," And she like does that, and they're always blushing, and it's kind of it's the will they won't they type of thing. It's not like Nagatoro or Takagi-san because those shows actually like they do start dating eventually. This one, at least not yet. They haven't started, so yeah. This one is not. The thing about Uzaki is like it's not as cute as Takagi-san, and it's not as like devious as Nagatoro-san. I guess both are.
Sure.
It's a lesser version of those two shows. So I would watch those two first, and if you like them, then this is another option, and it's fine. It's like it's silly at parts, but yeah, they go like there's a school festival arc in this season, and they go to like a psychic. The funny part is the psychic's like, "Wow, you guys are like the psychic's telling their fortune. It's like you guys are a perfect match. You guys should totally date. Why aren't you dating? Are you dating?" And that's the joke because every character insists that they should date. So yeah, and there's like
In terms
misunderstandings and stuff like that are really funny. So, but it's
In terms of oh, sorry.
no,
sorry.
I was filibustering some. Okay, that was my 6 minutes.
Sorry, my bad. Okay, well, so okay, jeez, God,
Then
sue-
6
sue
minutes,
me,
5.5
please.
minutes.
5.5 minutes. In terms of character design between like Uzaki, Nagatoro, and
Uzaki
Five-Head Johnson.
Uzaki has the worst one, I think. Her hair, she looks like an old lady.
No, she's my favorite. Are you kidding
Gross.
me? Silver-haired waifu, big knockers. Fuck off.
Ladies, grow your hair out
What
long.
the hell?
dude. No. Buzz it like Trisha.
It should be required,
fucking
but
amazing.
Trisha's probably looks cooler than this. Okay, it
She-
definitely
no,
does.
she legit-
1,000%.
Right now, her hair is a tad shorter than Uzaki's. It's like it's like an inch shorter than Uzaki's right now. But like when she buzzed it the first time, she took a razor to it and just went straight bald. And
Hell yeah.
she was like, she came out and she was like, "I'm gonna join the monastery." I'm like, "What's up?" But no, it's cool. Like then her wigs sit on there perfectly.
Oh, dude,
But
then you can put a plunger on her head.
I didn't try that. I kind of wanted to.
Do it
but
again.
I
Here's what you do,
would've
Sam. You shave her head when she's sleeping,
felt it. Just do it again.
then you get a plunger.
You plunge the bitch.
She's like, I
Um,
would have just shaved it if you asked me, Sam.
yeah.
I feel violated.
Yeah, dude. Trisha's wild. She's wild. Dude, yeah, Uzaki-chan.
I should
she's
shave
cute.
my
like
head.
her.
I got freaking shaggy hair right now.
Shagged.
But then here's
shaggadocious.
the thing. It's like as a guy, it kind of feels like a bitch, like not a bitch move. It feels like a stupid move. If you have hair as a guy getting older, like you should keep your fucking hair, dude.
Well, if you want, Trisha and Kate can hook it up with a fade if you want.
That's what I'm saying.
that's what I'm talking about, dude.
But like if I shaved it, it'd be like, are you in the army? Duh. Plus, I have I got a big aquarium head. It's like I'm shaped like a box, and it does. I don't look like Jason Statham. Okay, I'll tell you that much.
Jason Statham. Yeah, dude.
Anyway, Uzaki-chan, pretty okay.
Any other?
I watched it because I
shows?
needed more content.
Any other shows that we're watching here, or?
I was going to watch Berserk. It's a remake. What did they name it?
The
Golden Age arc, I guess.
Golden Age arc.
I mean, we're skipping a bunch.
about,
Golden Kamuy season 4. None of us are caught up.
Nope. I kind of want to read the mango.
I know Danny's watching another one. Oh, Pop
What
Team
about
Epic.
Pop Team Epic. Yeah, Pop
We're
Team
just
Epic.
scrolling down the list here. I guess this is up at the top of the list. This one is very funny. Everybody go back and watch season 1. It's even funnier. Like the more you know about like pop culture and Japanese culture and anime, the more you'll like it. It's like Gintama distilled down into 10 minutes, pretty much. And what they do in Pop Team Epic is it's pure comedy. That's all it is. It's wacky comedy. It's like WarioWare. Have you ever played WarioWare, the video game? It's like super short little skits. That's all it is.
Yeah, I love WarioWare. It's amazing.
Yeah, you fucking love this show then. But yeah, so they have 2 halves of each episode, and different voice actors act out each half of the episode. But it's the same exact animation, so you could just watch one half and be fine. And oftentimes they'll actually have like male and females. So like the males will voice the girls in the second half, stuff like that. So it's even funnier. And like the characters in this are just like these are top tier character designs. We've all seen them. You got the little short blonde girl and the tall blue haired girl, and they're like flipping you off, giving the bird. That's Pop Team Epic. Season 2, just as good as season 1 in my opinion, or getting close anyway. Maybe it doesn't have like the tippy top highs yet, but we'll see. I really enjoyed it. I wrote down a couple of notes here. So the first episode is actually really funny. Like the first scene was like one of the first scenes was I mentioned earlier, the slidey tooth. There's like some scenes where they just have like different segments that last like 20 seconds, and Popoko and Pee were just like, hey, let's play slidey tooth. Can you do this? And they close their mouth and they open their mouth, and the tooth from the top goes to the bottom and vice versa. And it's just like, it's so stupid. Like, and then they do the hair whirl and like their hair buns change, and they're like, oh no, we have to make budget cuts. So they cut off her hair bun. It's just like, it's just ridiculous. And then they have like a Blair Witch reference. I think they do Superman train tracks. They have a Yokohama shopping log reference in episode 1, which is fucking hilarious. So yeah, Sen, there you go. Eat your heart out. They do, and they do like classic movies and stuff like that too, like westerns and stuff like that. Like, it's great. It's a referential comedy, but you don't necessarily need to know it all. It's still funny because it's just like wacky looking moe girls acting like it's like moe girls acting like the Terminator. That's what it is. So there you go. Pop Team Epic. That's my second filibuster. And now you can't pass your bill, Danny. Sorry.
What the hell?
We're out of session now.
Danny, do you got any others that you were trying to watch? Maybe even some stragglers that you didn't catch on the first time around?
Well, the other 2 sequels that I'm watching, aside from part 2 of Spy Family, is Welcome to Demon School Iruma-kun season 3.
I need to watch that one.
It's... Nick, I think you will like this one.
How about this, Danny? Trade. I'll watch that if you watch Pop Team Epic.
No, give me something else.
No, because Pop Team Epic is short. I'm losing on this trade. You could watch it in like 10-minute chunks, Danny. 10-minute chunks.
Okay, well, to be fair, I'm supposed to be next up on one of those trades. So
right?
No, this is an unofficial trade. This is a fucking
unofficial.
You're probably not even going to follow through with it because you still haven't even watched the
Street
rebuilds.
trade.
Street rules.
Street rules. And
You're not
Danny.
gonna fall through. I know you.
I'll try.
Lies. I'm not gonna. No. This is no.
This is
no.
four square, double
Nope.
bounce,
Nope.
corner pocket.
Nope. I'm saying no.
I'm gonna super
Anyway,
bounce Pop Team Epic into your corner, Danny.
So what about Iruma-kun? What do you think of that? The third season so far.
It pretty much it follows where the second season leaves off, where the second season was summer vacation for Iruma and his friends and stuff, and they went to this park called Walter Park, and there was like this big battle that happened, and the misfit class, where that's Iruma's class and stuff, they kind of just saved the park and everything. So, and that news kind of spread around like the demon world and stuff. So now the misfit class is like adored by the rest of the school and everything. So it's like their first episode 1 is like their first day back. And not only that, but in season 2, the misfit class also managed to get into this like luxurious classroom, which it's called Royal 1, and it's pretty much the classroom that the demon lord used to go attended to when he went to that high school, demon school. So it's like a big thing. And this misfit class is in that classroom. So first day back, it's like the second term or something like that. And their noses are all like stuck up because everyone is praising them because of what they did at the park. And they get into the classroom, and their teacher, he kind of tells them like, listen, the Harvest and Music festivals are coming up soon. You guys, the entire class must be promoted to Dalit rank, which is rank 4, before entering their second year. So by pretty much what they're setting them up for is to kind of like train them in order for them to get this rank. If they don't get rank 4, then they get kicked out of the Royal 1 classroom. So, and they kind of split up the classroom into 2 pairs, and their teacher paired the two, like each pair with a tutor and stuff. And it's pretty much just like in the beginning, it's just them training, but it's very, very fast. I watched up until like episode 4 or 5. I think 5 episodes are out already. So by like episode 4, they're already doing the Harvest Festival and all that kind of stuff. So it's pretty fun. I really enjoyed this show. It's very funny. So yeah, like I really enjoy this, and I'm excited to see what happens throughout this whole thing. There's 21 episodes, so I'm really excited to see more of this. And then the other one I'm watching is the 5th season of Yowamushi Pedal. So my memory is a little...
Do they have the bike short sex scenes?
There
like
are
in the
no
doujins?
sex scenes.
Do the animators only show like their gooch?
Anyways, so Danny, could you tell me? I said you said your memory's a little hazy, but like
it's been a long time since the previous season. The previous season came out in 2018. So
oh damn, okay,
yeah, it's a long time. So
it's about the Sohoku High Bicycle Racing Club, right? But like, could you break down So the first season is kind of introductory, right? Like, what's
Your typical like sports show kind of thing, but like the catch is the main character, who is Sakamichi Onoda, he's kind of like this big nerd. He likes anime and everything, and literally what he does is the catch really is he used to ride, your standard like basket in the front of the handlebars, like a mommy bike. He would ride his mommy bike from wherever he lived to Akihabara, there and back. And in the show, like, I mean, they elaborate, like, it's a really long distance. So people kind of are just amazed that this kid can ride on a mommy bike, not even using like a standard racing bicycle, and he's going to Akihabara on a mommy bike. So the first season is kind of like that. And also like there's like a challenge with Onoda. Like they say like, Onoda, if you can win against Imaizumi, we'll join and to form your anime club, because at the school that he goes to, the anime club was disbanded, so he's trying to get members and everything like that. But they also said if Imaizumi wins, then you have to join the bicycle club. And obviously he lost, so he joined the bicycle club, and now he like specializes in climbing hills. So
okay,
yeah.
So what's the breakdown of like what's the main point of this season?
So this season, it pretty much follows the events that happen right before, after Glory 9. So pretty much season 1 and 2. So season 1 is Yowamushi Pedal, and then season 2 is Yowamushi Pedal Grande Road. Those two are together, and then after those two, because in season 2, the third years of the first 2 seasons, they graduated. So New Generation is pretty much Onoda and everyone else, like the second years, and the previous second years from the first 2 seasons are now in this one, and there's like a whole bunch of new characters and stuff. So they're doing their Enter High race all over again, and they're not doing so well like as last year, because their school, Sahoku, they won the Enter High championship last year, and this year they haven't really won any races just yet. So, and Limit Break is pretty much centers around the third day of the Enter High event. So that's pretty much kind of on what I remember. Like I said, my memory is a little bit hazy because it's been of like at least 3 or 4 years since Glory Line came out. Yeah, I definitely like the first 2 seasons over these like New Generation ones. I kind of don't know what they're going for, and I mean the manga is also still going, so I'm really not sure if they're just focusing more on Sakamichi, who is the main character, and they're just like following his story, and I don't even know if they're going to go into like his third year or something. I don't know what they're trying to do with this show, really. I have no clue. So,
because you're not reading the manga, right?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
So, I mean,
nice.
This show really.
But you're like invested now, right?
I mean,
you love the characters.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I not a lot of people talk about Yowamushi Pedal.
Right.
It's definitely no Haikyuu, and I know a lot of people that, at least like Shocking, she doesn't really like this show. Not a lot of people
very
are
funny
talking about
reaction faces though. Or, like, really
there's
crazy
like
looking faces.
yeah. I mean, honestly, the kicker about this show and what I find so funny is because Sakamichi, he's like this, otaku nerd, and freaking during the inter-high, he's like cycling with this big macho man, and like they're so far behind and everything, and they're trying to get to their team. And literally what they do is like Sakamichi just starts singing his favorite anime, and it's called the opening. He starts singing Love Hime, and literally that's what he sings while he's writing and everything. And he also gets like the whole team to sing it too, and like that's just hilarious. So
Danny showed me the scene where he got like the first guy to do it.
Yeah.
And they were going up a hill.
Yeah.
And it was really good. It was really funny.
That's from the first 2 seasons. Like those characters I feel like are so genuine, and I love those characters. These new characters, I'm a little kind of like, I don't know what you're doing. Some of them I'm really not a fan of. Like there's this one character in the new season. He's just really annoying. He talks so much. Like he talks up a front, and literally the entire team is all like, dude, just shut the fuck up. Like you have no idea what you're talking about.
Funny.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
All
That's
right.
about it. That's all I'm watching.
That is about it.
So
Just kidding.
there's a few sequels that I'm seeing on here that I'm like, wow, if I had watched the first season like I said I was going to, I would have loved to. I did want to watch Move Love Alternative, and I did want to watch Megaton Musashi. Both robot things, so shut up. And
there are even
also,
some Netflix stuff that I want to watch, like Romantic Killer, and also the second part of Tiger and Bunny is out, and I haven't.
Oh
gotten
yeah,
the
I'm waiting
chance
till
to
that one
watch
finishes.
I was gonna say Romantic
about
Killer
that.
before Danny, so I was gonna do it first. But anyways,
All right then.
Danny, you might like Romantic Killer.
yeah, Danny, you might like that show. You should watch it. There's also
Hey Sam, you should read Tokyo Revengers. I think you would like it.
Oh, that's a good recommendation, Danny.
That's a good recommendation, right?
it's hilarious. The second to last chapter came out today, so it's really fucking funny.
Dude, I'm excited to fucking binge that shit.
Next week is the last one. Yeah, dude. You could even just binge it now and then just
Yeah.
by the time you're done, it'll be like next Tuesday already. But
Yeah.
Danny, I agree. I wanted to watch Romantic Killer. That one looked really good. It's got a high score on there too.
Mm-hmm.
There's also a thing. This doesn't really count. It came out last month, but Road of Naruto, which is like this 9-minute, 20-year celebration thing. 9 minutes short of like a montage of Naruto, just Narutoing it up and reanimating some really cool moments and such. But yeah, Tiger and Bunny. I totally forgot about Tiger and Bunny as well, so I definitely want to watch. But yeah, I think we did it pretty good, covering as much as we could. And I think let us know if we missed any that you guys. I know King said one earlier.
It was a smutty show. King and Mike want us to do more
yeah.
smut.
Yeah.
And I
more
agree.
Quite a few people told us to
Romantic
watch,
Killer?
Romantic Killer as
Wait,
well.
what?
Yeah.
That's you know what? That's an ONA. That's why.
Yeah, it's that. Well, me and Danny just said it. Netflix.
Yeah. Is that even out all the way right now?
I think so.
Shit, dude. We gotta do. You know what? We gotta do the ONA episode. How about this? TV sequels ONA. What do you think of that?
Well, we just got to do a Netflix episode soon because I want to watch High Rise Invasion also.
And JoJo Part 6, Part 3. Jesus. Okay.
Part 6, Part 5.
We're doing the Attack on Titan thing.
Yeah. That being said, let us know. And let us know if you like the way we're doing these first impressions again. And yeah, otherwise, I love you guys very much. I'll always love you just the way you are. Thanks for listening every week. You guys give us life. You sustain our life as weebs.
As weebs.
Continue watching anime and all that good stuff. So thank you very much. I appreciate it. That being said, let us know what your favorite shows are this season. And yeah, I love you very much. I've been Sam. That's been Nick. That's been Danny over there.